I am Tramonee Hutchison, and today is July 12th, 2022, and I am here with.
My name is Dorothy Nichols, and today I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I was able to do for my caregiver. Her name was Miss Brown. She was 80 years old. First of all, when you become a caregiver, it's what it says it is, caregiver. So before you go into a person's house, you have to meet the person that owns the home, and they introduce you to the person that you'll be taking care of. And after that's done, the person that owns the home will give you your schedule and your duties. Usually, if you're in a private home, you don't have to do certain things such as bathing them, other things like feeding them. They can feed themselves. In this instance, Miss Brown was able to do all those things for herself. She would go to the bathroom on her own. The only time that I would check on her in the bathroom is because I gave her a certain amount of time. I would go to the door and I said, "Do you need any assistance?" If she said no, even though she said no, I would stay close to the room in case something were to happen. After that, she had a walker. She would come back to an area where she sat at, and everything was okay. She would usually watch TV. She had breakfast. I was there from 8:30 in the morning until 5:30 in the afternoon. At 8:30, I would prepare her breakfast, give her her medication, and then she would go to the dining room table and eat her breakfast. After that, we would go for a walk. That was one of the things on the list that the daughter asked me to do, and I did that every day. Mind you, some days she wasn't able to walk because of weather. So we would do maybe a longer walk the next day. When it rained, it was so funny. She would love it when it rained because she didn't have to go outside and walk. And I would come to her, I say, "Guess what it's doing outside?" She said, "Raining." She said, "Oh," she was so happy. And I would fix her lunch for her, and she would always come to the table, eat her lunch. Then she would go to the bathroom as usual, and then she would get on her recliner. She would go to sleep. Before 5 o'clock would come, I would offer her a snack, and this went on for 5 days a week. But not to leave out some things, you had to be compatible with this person. This person had to like you. If you didn't, there would probably be some struggling. So when she would sleep, she had a heart attack some years ago. So what I would have to do was, I was right there in the room with her at all times. I would have to listen to her and make sure she didn't do any skips in her breathing. And she would sleep, and I would usually let her sleep. I wouldn't wake her up because I know how it is when you wake somebody up. And I just want to add to that, Miss Brown was a very nice person. She was a school teacher for so many years. She had an infectious laugh, and I believe she loved me to come see her. So that's all it is to it. It's more to it than that, but when you're in a home with a family member, they tell you what they want you to do. But when you're working out in the service area, you go to that home, they give you all the information you need. Sometimes you have to bathe them. They'll show you how to lift them up, how to help them if they're wearing, protective garments. They'll show you how to do that. And if you have to feed them, if you have to cook for them, you also have to clean behind them. You have to always wear protective gloves, and sometimes as you know, we're still wearing masks, so we have to wear those masks to protect ourselves and them from us. And let's see, I believe there's more to it than this, but this is about all the time that we have right now. So if Tramonee would like to ask me some questions, I'm open for questions.
Yes, I do have some questions. My first question for you is, what was your favorite part about caregiving, the caregiving experience? What was your favorite thing?
Well, it was the person that I was taking care of. She was easygoing, and I felt a good connection with her. You have to get along with the person. They have to know your name, so if they need something, they can call you. But I just enjoyed being around her. She was a good person. You know, you can feel good people. You can sense it. So I sensed that. So we got along very well. I love doing that.
Also, what made you decide to become a caregiver?
Well, actually, I'm retired right now, and this person that I was working for, you know how word of mouth, how someone would tell you this person has an opening, they really need somebody right away, and I was asked would I do that, and I said yes, I would be glad to do that, and that's how it all started.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for us today. Thank you guys so much for listening to our interview. My interview with
Dorothy Nichols.
Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.